we made it to Rocky. I'm gonna find a place to throw anchor. Looks like we got a lot of company. There's a lot of sailboats in. And we will go check out this beach. Looks like we have a lot of driftwood and rocks to explore on this beach. And it's about 70 degrees. If you ever hear me complain in conditions like this, just smack me hard twice across the face. We'll look at this beautiful beach. Rocks and driftwood. I would not have expected to find any beach glass out here, but there's a nice piece. Towards the end of this beach down here, around the corner, it starts to turn into the bigger rocks. And if I had access, easy access to a spot like this, I would do my property, all my properties. I love natural rock. Everywhere I've lived, I've collected rocks, and over time, you know, like my beach place had natural rocks all over it, you know, kind of landscaping and circling certain, you know, parts of the yard. And I kind of like borders, you know, showing like where the driveway is and where the lawn is, you know, and the place I have now, I'm just kind of, you know, it just takes a long time if you do it like I do it, where you just go someplace and you throw a few rocks in the boat or the bike or the car or the truck, you know. And then about the time I've gotten it done, I usually sell the place. Which is kind of the story of my life. It's like that with boats, and I'm trying really hard not to do that. Just get something finished and then keep it. Here's that tourist boat. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you. I'll look into that and see what looks like a fast one, like a catamaran maybe. I don't think that's a private yacht. I think it's a tourist boat. We've got some daylight left, so I think we're gonna go down this way. There's some camps, old fish camps on Rocky here. I showed them to you just briefly last year, and I think we're gonna go past them and find another beach to maybe go find some more driftwood and beach glass and nice rocks and such. So, I mean, why just sit here on the hook when we can go explore a little more before dark? I've always wanted to check out this camp, this old fish camp on Rocky. It kind of sits off by itself. See if I can give you a picture of it. Kind of over here on the far corner. Let's go check it out. Wonder what the story is on this one. I'm not seeing any signs saying I can't look at it. There's a little marker here. It says Apostle Islands National Lakeshore Gaylord Nelson Wilderness. So I wonder if that has anything to do with this place. So I'm noticing that it's a log cabin, but it's the type to have the horizontal logs. I remember Dick Prenicky talking about that type of log building in his documentaries. I think he went exploring once and he found a cabin built like that. See if you can see in the windows here, guys. I don't know if you can see anything in there, but I think this shows how just tar paper, if it's put down correctly, can make a pretty decent roof. That's what they did on my sauna on the river there. I need to do something better, but this is probably an outhouse in here. Can you see anything in there, guys? Well, there's a little trail behind the camp here. Let's just walk back here and see if there's anything else to look at. The black flies are starting to come out, so I'm probably going to go hide somewhere. Nice little trail. Gaylord Nelson, whoever you are, I'll look you up, see if I can find something about you. If I do, I'll put it in the description below, guys. And the subscriber who asked me to stop saying guys so much, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I think I probably have done less, but I'm never going to stop. So if you need to unsubscribe like you were kind of halfway threatening, I understand. But I'll miss you, so I tried. I'm thinking this is a little trail. This part of the island, there's like a hook. It's not very wide. It's like a little hook that sticks out. And I'll bet you this trail just goes to the other side of the hook here. Let's find out. I think I actually see the water up there. Good job, Beagle. Keep her going. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad. Let's get back out in the sun and the wind. Look at that. Bet you hardly anybody comes back here. And look at this. There's a rope ladder going down the hill here. Cool. Yeah, this is the back side of the hook on Rocky Island here. Neat. And I think that's Devil's Island right there. In fact, I think I can see the lighthouse poking up. I'll zoom in. This would be a good beach to find some Omars. That's kind of what I'm honing in on right now. I don't think any beach glass will be found. I mean, I might be surprised, but you know, when you're looking for stuff like this, sometimes you just have to kind of like focus on one or you'll miss everything. So this feels like an Omar beach to me. Let's see what we can find. Well, it wasn't wrong. Here's one. It's a big rock with a very small divot, but it is an Omar. I'm thinking this is an Omar in the making. See how it has the rocks, the rock inside the rock like that. Eventually that probably wears out or falls out and leaves that hole. And that's an Omar, would be the making of one. Look at all this beautiful driftwood. This beach probably never gets collected, hardly ever gets visited, and it's positioned in just the right direction. Then it just deposits up here in the nooks and crannies. I want to come back here maybe tomorrow. I just have to remember those boulders like that one right there. But if I could bring the boat in and I could load some of this stuff up on the rack, ooh-wee, that would be awesome. I could use that for landscaping. And I've been finding the milled stuff and just throwing it here. I'm going to try to take it back to the boat now in case I don't make it back here. This is a gold mine for driftwood. Good driftwood. We found our little rope ladder. Come on, Beagle. Come here. Ready? Go. Wavey and I ran down that trail from the other side over there to this side because the mosquitoes, as soon as you get in the shade, right off the beach, these big ones, really aggressive, just swarm you. Oh, drawing blood already. We are leaving Rocky Island. We're going to go around the corner to Devil's Island, which is just right around this corner here. We're going to figure out how to get on that island and take a closer look at the lighthouse. So one way or another, we're going to do it today, guys. So stay tuned. And Devil's Island starts peeking out right there. Supposedly there might still be a dock on the back side, the south side of Devil's Island, which we didn't think to look for the last time. So let's go check it out. We just got passed by a cruise ship. I guess there's more of these out here than I thought. I'm seeing this little rock jetty. I'll see if I can zoom in on it. Right there. And that might... Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Trying to steer here at the same time. Dare take your hand off the wheel in a Vagabond and you're doing circles. Let me see if I can zoom in again. Right there. I think that used to be the old dock. That's my guess. We're going to go check it out. Maybe we can find a place to anchor. Alright, so we're in about 15 feet of water and I can see the bottom. I've been waiting to see what the bottom looks like on the backside here, and it's all boulders. I mean, there might be some sand mixed in there, and that's where we would have to anchor into. You never want to drop your anchor on boulders. You know, it won't hook up, and if it does, it gets, you know, in a crevice, and then you'll never get the anchor back. So we're gonna slowly crawl right over there. I do see some like hunks of concrete. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you. I think that used to be the dock, and if that's the case, then that means there's a trail going to the north side of the island where the lighthouse is. So stay tuned. As we're getting closer, I can see that they made like a makeshift little harbor with two rock jetties, boulder jetties, sticking out. Now I don't know if a small craft can get through there. We're gonna find out. I'm watching the depth, but so far so good. Still about 15 feet of water, which is plenty. So, but I do need to concentrate and use both hands. So I'll check in with you in just a second. Okay, we're at 8 feet. That's one jetty there. That's the other. Trying to get this for you and not run my boat into the rocks at the same time here. The links I go to give you guys adventure, keep that in mind. Best channel on YouTube, guys. And there would be the old dock. And we're still at about 5 feet of water. So I think I'm gonna drop anchor here. Okay, so let me show you what's going on here if I can. I'm going to zoom in on the anchor. I can't see very good on the screen here, you know, because it's daylight, but there's the anchor right there. We're in about out here is about 6 feet of water. Towards the back of the boat's about 4 feet of water, and I'm watching that anchor. I can't see. This boat has a lot of chain. Too much, I think, you know, and I know why, you know, I know why chain is on anchors, you know, but if I let it all out, it could possibly let the boat go too far towards shore, you know, and basically we're just in a boulder field here with a little bit of sand mixed in. That's the old dock, and it is in rough shape. It's been hammered, but there might be a spot right over there. Forgive me, guys, I can't see very good on the screen here, but there might be a spot right over there in the front of it. If it has enough depth, I can pull up and use those cleats. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna check it out, and we'll watch the boat in the meantime. I'm not gonna leave the boat until I am fully confident that we're not gonna get blown into some rocks and or out to sea. And over on the other jetty on the backside here, there was some kind of dock as well. I'm gonna look up some pictures if I can of what the dock looked like before it got blown out. Poor Wavey. I'll come back for you. Just be patient. Okay, let's take a look at what's left of this dock here. The best part about this so far, no black flies. I don't want to jinx it though, so we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and wade in the water here. So if I pulled up, see, a lot of times, you know, they have these big nails sticking out. That's the last thing you want to run the side of your boat up against. There is enough depth here though. I wonder, yeah, just look at those nails, like that nail sticking out right there. I mean, right there, if I could keep it right along those two. I'm gonna walk out there for a second and check it out. And it looks like somebody came along and just used some of the lumber here to, you know, keep it going. This would be the spot. Just come in right here. Plenty of depth. Pull in right alongside here and tie up to that cleat and maybe around the wood there. It could be that right as I have it, where I have it anchored is the best solution of this. As long as the weather holds, you know, because it's like a mile over to the other end, and then we'd be looking around, be coming back. Do we have 2 or 3 hours? Got the wind shifting? It's hard to say. As I study this more, I don't think it's going to work to have me bring the boat over here to what's left of this dock. And the reason why is this is a very high dock, and I think that there's a good possibility that the lip that goes around the Vagabond there would catch underneath the boards, and if it did, it would, you know, it could screw things up. It could break that lip off. It could, you know, it could gouge the boat up. It could do a number of things. It's something you got to kind of pay attention to, is, you know, where the boat sits on the dock. You know, if you don't even have a place to put bumpers, then, you know, it can be a problem. So I think I'm just going to watch the boat for a while, and then we'll probably just make a run for it. I'll look around this little cove here and see if there might even be a place I could bring it up onto the shore, which would be even more ideal if it was just small gravel. So we'll keep looking. Stay tuned. Look at these massive bolts. Giant pillar. The power of this lake when it goes off. All right, I guess I'll go get my beagle. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, shush. You're spoiled. You act like you don't like doing this stuff, and then the second I leave you on the boat, you freak out. All right, so I've been sitting here for about 10 minutes or so, just watching that anchor, and it hasn't even budged. If any direction it went, it would theoretically catch on a boulder eventually. So let's just say a big wind gust came up and out of nowhere and, you know, started dragging the boat. I mean, at some point, I guess I just got to have a little faith. So we're going to go ahead and try and find this trail to the lighthouse. Now, where is the trail? I'm thinking it might be over here because there's like some grass. Maybe they, you know, back in the day, they kind of cleared that and kept it mowed. And there's also that concrete pillar right there. That's a good place to start. We're going to find out. That kind of looks like a trail going up into the trees right there. There's all the concrete. I'm thinking it's right here. Pulled the kayak way up on the shore. I know I'm taking way too many precautions, guys, but you never know. You better be here when we get back. I think the beagle found the trail. Is this the trail? Let's do it. Okay, go. Go. Oh yeah, this is a trail. This is a trail.